Hello and welcome to a word of hope for Thursday of the 28th week. It is also the memorial of St. Ignatius of Antioch, an early martyr in the church. The two readings are so different for me today. The first reading from Ephesians is this hymn that's talking about the splendor that God has revealed, his plan, through the death of Christ, which has given us forgiveness and now endowing us with wisdom and insight into him. This communion is what it was always meant to be, I guess. Jesus in the gospel is still at the table with the Pharisees, and it has been a long discussion about changing their lives, hopefully. But he's doing it with almost an argumentative approach. He's challenging them for their actions. They were very scrupulous about how they did everything, and as has been mentioned before in other places, Jesus doesn't follow all of those to the T. They're externals, they're important, they're good, but it doesn't affect the inside necessarily, and that's what he's charging with the Pharisees. Although they have been practicing all of these things perfectly, they're missing something incredible on the inside, and that is love. Love for others especially. And so Jesus is the one that's inviting them by words of challenge to wake them up that it's more than just external practices, but it's a change of your heart. And one of the areas that Jesus is not in this case, but in other cases, is showing that change of heart is by the power of forgiveness. Ephesians reminded us that through his death, we have forgiveness and communion now with God. This is what he's asking and would be hoping for the Pharisees, actually hoping that they would change too. But if they're like their ancestors, they are actually killers of the prophets. So it's set before them. Are they going to change? Can they change? And he would be the one that would help bring that about. This is also our hope in salvation, to follow Christ, to let our hearts be changed on the inside. And for us, that our practices on the outside would show that love of God, love of self, and love for neighbors, and especially those who are most in need. That is our hope and the hope for the world today. St. Ignatius seemed to grasp that the most. And even as he was put as a criminal in the Colosseum to be ravaged by animals and killed, he did not give up his love and his willingness to die for Christ. May we be hope-filled with his love.